Hey everyone, so this is my cheer hair tutorial, and if you haven't seen my makeup video for cheer, you should definitely go check that out. And this is pretty simple, but it does take a little bit of time, so let's get started. So first, I would definitely recommend doing this on second day hair just because everything stays a lot better and everything's a lot bigger. But if not, you should definitely put in a dry shampoo just to make your hair dirtier and everything stays, like I said. So this doesn't work as well, but it definitely is better than just clean hair. So for the poof, the first thing you're going to do is gather a section of hair at the top of your head just like I'm doing. And you kind of make a U shape, like upside down at the top of your head. So you're just going to do that. And then after I have that little section gathered at the top, I like to just pull all my extra hair back into a ponytail just to keep it out of the way. How attractive is this look, honestly? Okay, so now for the hairspray, I'm taking Big Sexy Hair's Spray and Play Harder, and this is a really great hairspray because it's pretty much dry for the most part, so it doesn't get all like super gross and nasty. So I'm just going to spray that throughout the hair just to make it overall pretty sticky, and then I'm taking one section at the very back and spraying that. So for this section, I'm just going to comb through it a little bit and then just start teasing it. And you want to hold the hair that's in my left hand, you want to hold it really lightly. And then when you tease it, you just want to do that more gently because like if you hold it harder or tighter and do it, it like doesn't really tease as well. So you just want to be gentle, but do it a lot. And then that I find is like the best way. So I'm just going to continue that process a bunch of times, as you can see. Okay, so I did 5 sections of the teasing, and then for the last part, you're just gonna do the same thing, and then you're just gonna lightly kind of brush the hair so it looks like slicker. Alright, then you're just gonna gather all the hair and you're gonna secure it with the clear elastic. And this is optional, you don't have to do this, but this is really great if you have super thick hair, so it helps your poof stay a lot better. And I actually used to do it this way, and at Worlds, I actually stopped and just used bobby pins. And it really just depends on your hair type. Like if you have super thick hair, this will definitely help you out a lot. But if not, you don't really need to do this step. You can just use bobby pins. Okay, so after you're done with that, you're just gonna push the clear elastic towards the poof, and this will just kind of help form it and make it look a little bit bigger. And then you're just gonna do like crisscrosses with the bobby pins, and this will obviously just help secure it and keep it in its place. And then you're going to want to push one bobby pin through the actual elastic going towards the poof. And this will just help make sure it really doesn't move, and it also gives it a little bit more volume. So I'm doing that in this clip right here, and hopefully you guys can tell I kind of go out of the frame. And even if you're not using the elastic, you can definitely still do the bobby pins that way. It'll really help secure it. Alright, now that the poof is finished, I'm just taking out the ponytail and I'm just brushing out the rest of my hair to make sure there aren't any knots or tangles. And then somehow I totally didn't record this part, but I just put my hair up in a ponytail, and you want to make sure that it's very close to the poof, so when you put the bow in, it like looks a lot better. But yeah, you just want to make it about that far away, and just make sure you use a bunch of hair ties. I like to leave down pieces on the side so they kind of frame my face, but that's optional. And then I like to make it look a little bit slicker, so I'm just going to spray that with some hairspray and then go in with a comb and kind of flatten it out and then just bobby pin it back. And that bobby pin will be hid by the bow, so it's all good. And then I just do that on the other side. And I also spray and comb it through on the bottom, and this just helps get all the flyaways out. I don't really bobby pin it because it's not really necessary, but I do at least want it to look smoother. Next, you're just going to put in your bow, and this is the one we use for competitions. My hair is already straight, but I'm just going to go over these pieces with a flat iron. Now for the ponytail, which is definitely the most strenuous part on your arms. It's actually pretty tiring. You're just going to section off a little section like so, and then lay the rest over the bow. And I'm just going to spray that with some hairspray and then back comb it. And when you're back combing it, you want to only do a couple of inches, or else the shape of your ponytail will look a little bit off. So you're just going to continue doing that until you're finished with all of the sections. And as you're going through the sections and you lay it down when you're done, you can kind of brush through the end of the ponytail really lightly, because you don't want to ruin like any of the tease, but just so it doesn't get all like poofy, you can kind of just brush out the ends. And also when you bring down the section, you can kind of just mold it into the shape that you want. Like you can kind of divide it over the entire ponytail, if that makes any sense. So now I'm finished with all the sections, and I'm just going to give it a good spray and just make sure that it's not going anywhere. And for my hair on the sides, I just like to back comb them a little bit just to give them a little bit more volume so they're not just like hanging super flat on my face. So I just do that on both sides. So this is the completed hair look. Normally for competitions, my hair is a lot bigger, but for this competition, it was an in-stay, and I had just washed my hair that morning, so nothing was really getting as big as it normally does. So if you're gonna do this, definitely make sure you have dirty hair, and if you have a 2-day competition, don't wash your hair after day 1. Leave it dirty because it works so much better. Also, if you haven't watched my cheer makeup tutorial, you should definitely go check that out. It'll be linked in the bottom bar. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!